5. Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the RP Geeks. I'm the Sonic Geek. Here with me again is Red Nova.
Yeah, hello.
And hold on a second. I completely forgot something.
Oops.
There we go. And it's time for more Final Fantasy XIV. For today, we're going to be looking at the first few Thamaturge job quests. Speak to Kokobuki, the Guildmaster. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Blah, 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 slay a bunch of monsters.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Yes, Thamaturge returns into Black Mage.
Yep.
The turret DPS. Go out to Central.
Classic slave beginning a game monsters quest.
Yep. Probably just be quicker and easier to use fire. One thing to keep in mind about Thaumaturge and Black Mage is that you kind of have to keep an eye on your MP gauge, but not really. Because it kind of yo-yos.
Yeah.
At least it does if you're doing it properly, anyway. Because the idea is use up all your MP with fire and then switch over to ice to regain it all back.
Yeah.
There you are. And they have long enough casting times where in higher level duties, you really want to find spots where you can stand without having to move too much.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the big reason why I don't do Black Mage on extreme or savage stuff.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Alright. Back to the guild. There you are. We have slain the beasts. Wow, a lot of people have that aetherite.
Yeah, sounds like it.
By the way, this guild is run by Lalafell.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes. Harris, I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of the trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Ether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, and next you crave this thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. That's not ominous at all. Alright, next quest. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thamaturge, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned Thamaturge Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Who the fuck keeps changing their gear? Much shall you learn about the threats with which... Motherfucker. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. First chapter, the threat of intimacy, falls within Coco Bigo's purview. It's only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Yes, Harris, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter to Zozomaya's Guide. Ahem. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fists or sword or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat and stand you apart from such men. Basically, don't stand near the melee or the tanks.
Yeah.
You're a fucking mage. You are squishy.
Yep.
That last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit, or stabbed, or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapon at your person. Thus, the wisest thaumaturge always strikes from afar, the farther the better. Now let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Harris, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. I mean, that just sounds like a grand old D&D time to me. God, what I'd give to play another round of D&D. And as a fucking player for once. I have a character I've been wanting to play too, lately.
Yeah.
A, Warforged Artificer. Just to be pulling gadgets and whatnot out of nowhere. Kind of like, you know Bender from Futurama?
No, I haven't seen much Futurama, so...
Never mind. Like, it's not... Well, like, for those of you watching, it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of a similar idea. I believe we need to go to West Thanalan. Yeah. Moonfire Fair is starting soon.
Yeah, I see that.
And this year we're getting a mount.
Ooh.
A polar bear. Part of me's kind of wondering what to do about that, whether to just kind of do it on off time or do it for a video.
Hmm.
I don't know. Here we go. Dried fish. And now I wait. Circling vulture. Got him. Do I turn off mount music? Oh, here we go. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee, then. Here you go. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thamaturge. Did you say Thamaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you to our bazaar this fine morning? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. Be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. That's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand. My brothers, not again. And he's just like, Back to the guild. We turned a little too soon. This is the most productive I've been all day. Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much took today off for the sake of having a me day. Did not think
that
that
was...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was in the same boat.
Yeah. Did not think that would include pretty much napping all day. Truth be told, I was actually hoping to have a few of these done by now. But such is life. Let's see if I can at least get one job stone out of the way before I have to start doing some grade A's attorney. Welcome back, Harris. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. Surely it's the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Well away from a pointy, slashy, bashy thing if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. Simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. Oh boy, alliteration, the NPC. Cringe. Visible cringing. The Thamaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. The most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Harris, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. Won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. It's like, oh, that makes me so mad. So it's true, Pookie. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo, or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kokobusi, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boosie, but Harris here was most insistent. Sniffle. Once again, you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Boosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is. That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobushi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible.
Yeah, because what is that ever a plus?
Yep. Beep, 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 beep. Next, the threat of paucity. Yes, Harris, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. The lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. Ah, so Harris, you've come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last moment trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. How magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flames sputter out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? Thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reserves is not but a man with a stick and a funny hat. Joke's on you, I'm a Rothgar, I don't get to wear hats.
Yeah.
For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. Scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of its incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to his etheric stamina. Now, with the concept of etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Efts. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Thanks for the encouragement. Let's see. Believe he wants central. Yep. Teleport to Blackbrush. Okay, here we go. There's one. There's two. That's 4. Ooh, there's another one. Oh, I got him. Okay. Alright. Hey, they respawned. Awesome. Six. Seven. And 8. Actually, teleport. I have returned. You arrived before me upright and breathing. Wonderful. So much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, Harris, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Flee. Oh-ho, most practical indeed. A discreet withdrawal to await the replenishment of your energies is a sound strategy. Should there be nowhere left to run, a vial of ether can be your stoutest ally. Ah, ether, the draught of the gods. Draft of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed any who practice the arts of the arcane manipulation, value their substance above all others. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastman activity. And then a Malta raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Amalja bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. Ah, and I believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you are busy incinerating Amalja, be sure to collect some samples of their blood. Assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. We're gonna go fry some beastmen.
Yeah.
And there it is. Armored war transport. Sense a hostile presence. Like, oi, what are you doing? Mage fight. Oh, look, I win. And back to the guild. Do I detect the scent of ether, and I trust that stench is Amalja blood? Why, yes it is. Oh, 10 vials, 20, 30. Sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. What have we here, Kokobani? Is this the crate that was stolen? See, Harris's lessons have had the desired effect. I will assume the vile, viscous liquid you have there is beastman blood. Kokobushi should be pleased. Kokobuki, you left word for me to visit the ossuary if you finally decide to begin my training in thaumaturgy. Ah, Kokobushi, good of you to come. Harris here was kind enough to obtain a supply of Amalja blood for you. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you had been using the substance in your research to create a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the results of such experiments. So you see, Busi, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You needn't become a thaumaturge to be part of our family. That's right, Busi. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place, and our skills are not exactly suited to keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to steer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight at your side. But Busi, we just cannot stand the thought of you being harmed. Pray, do not do anything foolish. I do apologize, brother. I sometimes forget how difficult it must be not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, Harris, Kokobushi is dangerously unsuited to the wielding of thaumaturgy. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to cast magics as we can. He's right fucking there. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on his etheric reserves would likely kill him. But let us not dwell on this unpleasant circumstance. You, on the other hand, are brimming with thaumaturgic potential. Remain diligent in your studies, and do not cease in your efforts to expand your wellspring of power. Like, oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
The beep beam. Alright. The threat of superiority. Come, Harris, the yawning abyss beckons once more. Today, Kokobezi will instruct you from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. You are come for your lesson, Harris. Then heed well my words. Threat of superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we wield. Flames sear the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding incandescence. But not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not with your lightning. Know you this threat, and stay your hand against such foes. Once you cut away all the overblown imagery, the passage draws attention to an important tactic. A wise thaumaturge does not engage in battle against opponents he cannot defeat. A fine example would be avoiding conflict with Ulda's multitude of furious merchants. Soulless, ravenous creatures are afflicted with madness of insatiable avarice. Do you perhaps recall the crate of ether you received from the Amalja bandits? Well, a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with the gall to demand recompense for the few measly vials we emptied as our just reward. Motherfuckers. Alright, yes, we drank the entire bloody box. But the point is that the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus, I pass on to you the secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. It's gonna look weird coming from me. I mean,
yeah.
Look at me. I am a large, muscle-bound fucking cat man.
Yep. You're a line boy.
Yep. It's not that. Oh dear, I'm not angry at you. You understand? It's those five ether-addled brothers I take issue with. You tell them the next time this happens, I'll have the price taken out of their unprincipled hides. There's one. All right, son. I know you're the one who chased down those Amalja brutes for us. I'll let it go this one time, for your sake. Well, you needn't cry about a few vials of ether, lad. Tell you what, dry your eyes for me and I'll take care of the loss out of my own purse. Works like a charm. A masterful performance, Harris. The sniffling was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmoved by such piteous wailings. Take this research request, for instance, which I have nominated to serve as your next trial. A team of scholars has asked for a thaumaturge to destroy a cursed relic they unearthed known as Mormo's Urn. While pottery is by and large immune to tears, it is the Alacran thieves that subsequently stole it that concerns me. The Alacran are an organization of criminals not normally known for their gentle or understanding dispositions. Rather than attempting to engage an entire gang of their thugs, I would suggest you neutralize the threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. The Alacran have been seen traveling in the southeast of Drybone. Find them and destroy the urn they carry. Back to Drybone. That is the wrong spot. Oofta. Ah, in the caves. Okay. I see how it is. Turn south. Up is a hill. And solo instance. Do I have? I do. Found to earn. Harris, a moment if you please. Pray allow me to shatter that urn. I thought that if I assisted you with your task, then my brothers might finally deign to take me seriously, so I followed you. That was a bad idea. What have we got here, then?
Yeah, that was a very bad idea.
Couple of nosy sand rabbits that are about to get skinned. Oh, dear gosh, where did they come from? Well, I did just kind of put them to sleep and not actually, you know, Kokobusi the Cross. No Thamaturge, but I still have my tricks. Haha. Now for the next guy. And bam. Oh, one more. Is he just whacking people?
Yeah. Whack.
He's just like, eh. Eh. Got all of them? That's all of them.
Oh, did you please?
Woo! That was simply incredible, Harris. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating some manner of mana-amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. Results have been far too mild to make any difference. I'll never be a thaumaturge like my brothers at this rate. I'll forever be the pitiful, powerless little sibling. Mormo's urn. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see what I'm capable of. Wait! Don't you dare break my urn! What the? Did that piece of pottery just talk? Are you Mormo the Void Sent? Hee. Well, yes, I am Mormo, but I'm one of the nice Void Sent. It was the nasty ones that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you would be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune? Fame? Not really interested in fame or fortune, but perhaps there is one thing. I'd like to have etheric power equal to that of my brothers. Hee. Power, is it? A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense the latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It'll be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. And this little guy's just like,
okay, I believe you.
We're just standing there watching it happen. And now he's possessed. I don't feel different at all. I think Mormo may have been lying. Come, Harris. It's time we were leaving. Oh, weren't we supposed to break this urn? Well, mission accomplished. And that is that. Yes, this will be such fun. I mean, it'll be nice to return home after all this excitement. And we just sat there and let it happen.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the guild. Thamaturge Guild. Beep, 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 beep. Welcome back, Harris. I'm glad to see you making a habit out of not dying. Before we discuss your trial further, however, I would ask you about Kokobusi. When I saw him but a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Do you happen to know aught of it? So here's the thing. Busi was at your trial? It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with the Thaumaturge's training. Shall have to scold him most heartily. Such unpleasantness aside, I am impressed that you claimed victory in spite of this unexpected development. Teachings of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. Your experience and control this demonstrated, I believe you are ready to add a new spell to your repertoire, Scathe. The spell that no black mage ever really uses. This elementally neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. It is, however, instacast, so its usefulness is up for debate, I guess.
Which is why I've used it before.
As I'm sure you are eager to test this incantation's efficacy, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. Yay. Beam, 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 beam. Action learned. Scathe. Alright. Thamaturge Quest, level 20. The Thread of Perplexity. Harris, you're safe. I feared you had fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one dead Thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you alive and glowing with vitality. It's time for you to delve into the final chapter of The Yawning Abyss. Kokoboha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from The Thread of Perplexity. Zoom in, because they got fucking banners hanging everywhere. Wahahaha! Greetings, Harris. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of Power and Peril? Then let us begin. I love alliteration. The Thread of Perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfixes, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when from all sides those ranks close? Flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and where you the multitudinous foe? Basically, how do you deal with AoEs? Is the point of this passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic Mage Slayer and he or she proves to be multiple murderers. What a Thaumaturge need is a thick-set thrall, a courageous companion to accompany him in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial, Kokoboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for Harris's training. Why, hello again. The town is buzzing with the news of yet more slaughtered Thaumaturges, mutilated bodies found fouling the waters of Nafka's wells. I would have Harris aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. Harris may have tolerated your interruption of his trial last time, Boosie, but you are hardly the hardy henchman he needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Harris to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. You have secured the services of a stalwart swordsman, then that would indeed be in line with learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps. Come now, Harris. Let's be about our business before Kokoboha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nafka's wells. Note the random emphasis on words. Is that Kokobusi? Why, yes, it was. Yeah, that's like right outside the city. And away we go. Whee! Here we are. Ah, Harris, so good of you to come. My Rogadine friend here is the warrior I mentioned back in the ossuary. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the sea. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. Alright, let's go examine us some bodies. Who wants to talk about murder?
Yeah.
Up on the rock. Okay. Come on. There we go. I have returned. Did you uncover anything incriminating? Scepter, shredded tome, bloody bracelet. The blood is yet slick to the touch. Slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. Dare say your aura, saturated as it is with enticing etheric energy, will lure the Mage Slayer into the open. Have courage, Harris. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. And solo instance.
Yay.
The Soul Sucker. The Soul Sucker. ABC, always be casting. Oh, look, the swordsman has flash. You know, that thing that tanks don't have anymore.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if it was Shadowbringers or Stormblood that got rid of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say it was Shadowbringers. Seemingly ordinary ink. Alright, who's next? Share that, I'm off to collect me coin. Nope, duty complete. I did not even move from that rock.
At a rock.
Seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It is unfortunate, though, that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboha with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadine has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do, what to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now, before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. Meanwhile, we're just kind of sitting here like,
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, seems kind of sus to me. Shaded outcropping.
turn around. Like, Watch out, he's got a knife! That is not Kokobusi. Well, it is Kokobusi, but a Kokobusi possessed by the void scent that escaped from Mormo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain Thamaturges. And you, my dear mana-rich Harris, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see through it? I am Kokobusi's brother. How could I not? It's time I destroyed you, Mormo. Put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. A coward like you, destroying me? Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aimed for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Poor spineless Thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kokobusi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that he must now stand against you. Later, bitches. Pains me to admit there's some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. It betrayed my own teachings. Return to the ossuary and report the completion of your trial, Harris. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Alright, back to the guild. Harris, Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. Seems the Mage Slayer slithered away, but your stint with the swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider this chapter complete. Time with our Tome of Teachings is at an end. Well, to be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into those diabolical depths. You've not yet deigned to die, you understand. Yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. Yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of thaumaturgy demanded I slay the creature where it stood. The most opportune moment to strike, minimal risk and victory all but assured. How many more will suffer from my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Void Scent will seek a new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown. Though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray leave me to my musings, Harris. Here comes the money.
Money!
What the fuck? What the hell are you doing? Alright. Alright. Thamaturge Quest Level 25, The Hidden Chapter. Harris. Saw you coming this time. Been more watchful since Kokobuki told us about that dreadful dreadful business with Kokobusi. We must locate our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. Kokabuki is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Did you dye your top?
Yeah. I don't know how long it's gonna last, so.
Alright.
Yep.
I'd have to take some more screenshots later then.
Yeah.
Eris, long have I agonized over Kokabusi's plight, and the measures I might take to extricate it from him. It would not do to call upon my Thamaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the Yawning Abyss allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I have had word that the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from their expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybone, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched void sin. I would ask that you go to these experts of otherworldly phenomena and beg permission to peruse their work. Alright, off to Drybone. Seek the definitive work on Mormo, then seek no further. I've penned an in-depth analysis of a most cunning ritual, a method contrived by the Mages of El to annihilate the soul of this especially potent void scent. When it comes to draining such a creature of its etheric energies, one must... but I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. Thank you. Certainly forthright with that information. You wish to learn of Mormo? Right this instant? We've barely... How did you... I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. You can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even among the oddities of the Void Set. She's far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities, and thus must send across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. Find it all explained there in the second chapter. Alright, where's the third one? To the eternal sleep. Ah, up there. You're interested in reading our Book of Mormo? Of course. It would be a pleasure to share our findings with a fellow student of the Void Sen. Here's the first chapter, mine own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence. It delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned her fell power. Right, back to the guild. And Thamaturge. You have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo? Yes, I do. Histories unearthed in the ruins of Sildi depicted suffering wrought by a singularly powerful void scent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizen, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's enervated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous voidsent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. Well, this explains Mormo's fixation on Thamaturge's side. Okabusi's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened voidsent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of ether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray hand this work over to Coco Bigo. I shall be along momentarily. Hey, I'm supposed to give you this book. This is a work devoted to studying that nasty voidsent. Should hope it provides some hint of salvation. Kokobuki? These passages hold naught but misery and despair. We have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our eldest brother? What of avoiding the threats, eliminating the risks? Is that not how we Thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. Peace meets to even suggest it, but we should strike now, Kokobuki, while the voidsent is yet feeble. I share that selfsame sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobusi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the voidsent the chance to glut herself on my mana. You cannot. That succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk. And such a feat will awaken all her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I wager Mormo's thirst will be slaked before my spirit fully runs dry. In the newly enlivened voidsent, she will then face the combined wrath of Harris and 4 guildmasters of thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? You have always avoided adversaries against whom we held no advantage. The fault lies with me. Never have I encouraged such avoidance, and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It is time we learned the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Harris, that I ask to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the yawning abyss, one that is customarily hidden from the newer members. Undertake the trial found within, and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing of poor Harris when even his guildmasters have yet to attempt that ghastly test? The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Harris, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, lead us in the hallowed halls of Thal's Respite. Thal's Respite. To Drybone. Right, I can't fly yet.
Yep. Unfortunately, nope.
That somehow completely slipped my mind.
Yeah. Haven't beat the base game for that.
Fortunately, I have the next best thing. Cloud Spike.
Oh yeah, same here. Because you don't have to worry about mount speed reductions. Woo!
Woo!
Interesting enough, that mobile game I play, War of the Vision, Brave XPS has a FF7 remake collaboration event going on right now.
Ah.
And I did get Cloud when he got released as a unit in there, so...
Nice.
All maxed out the level. And even got the Scorpion Sentinel Vision card and Esper. goes pretty well with him, huh? Man, rather rainy here in Eastern Thanalan, huh?
Yep. Fitting for what we're about to do.
Yeah.
Oh, look, another solo incense. I regret having to drag you into our family's troubles, but I am confident that, with the many and terrible trials that you have bested today, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single Thamaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let the trial commence. Let the trial commence indeed. No escape from this abyss. Oh, we have the AoE one. Awesome. Oh wow, I barely touched those. Ah, crap. Frickin' frick.
Fully resist silence. You played that card a little too much there.
Yep, thankfully. Apparently goes both ways.
Yep. Although I like to pick my spots and never unleash any stun-based moves so I don't overuse them.
AoEs for days!
Yay!
Final nightmare approaches. Lord of Flies. And got him. Duty complete.
Yay!
I cannot stop shaking. But I think this may actually be excitement. You see now, my brothers. The primal energies of Thaumaturgy at your command, there is no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kokobusi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. Seems we have been wasting our potential. I never have believed it possible for a mage to show such courage and live. What a wonder Harris was. My fingers itching to fling fire with a fury. Imagine, my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm together. Thank you, Harris. Your inspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let us now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Level is no longer synced. Back to the Thamaturge Guild. Okay, what a formidable team you all shall make. Kokobigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Harris. Even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy. But before we engage the void scent, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless thaumaturgy is as a beacon to us all.
Free the money!
Thamaturge level 30 quest, facing your demons. Fortune has favored us, Harris. Kokobusi has been spotted at Vesper Bay. Cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Head there with all due haste, and with you take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. Only save these tickets for story, but just this once.
Yeah, I'm still saving them for the story.
One's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's nice that they decided to give them to us when they made the later updates, because having to travel all the way out there with my ride is still kind of annoying.
Yep. Oofta. Welcome to the Pissed Paste. What can I get you? Have you seen this person? Ah, information, is it? Aye, that little bloke was in here, bringing a blush to all the young maidens' cheeks. But he lacked in height, he certainly made up for in boldness. Left with more than one lass on his arm, he did. Let's see. Aha! Bashful geezer. What's that, son? Say you're looking for someone? I believe I saw your Lalafell in the company of a couple adventurers hailing from Limsa Laminsa. A marauder and a thaumaturge, right, I hazard a guess. I think they were talking about seeing the area north of here. You know, the area full of fucking monsters. No. Ah. Right behind me. Something I can do for you, stranger. Have you seen this person? Now that you mention it, I did see a Lalafell who matches this description. He was watching the fairies come in with more than a passing interest. Looking to hire some adventurers or some such, I reckon. So, we've got a problem. So Mormo has chosen this as her new hunting ground. Maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will already have been slain. For the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormo intends for the thaumaturge. You must find and warn those unwitting Laminsons before the void scent strikes again. You're told they might be headed north, yes? It'd be best for you to follow suit. To the north. Might go noon. Still here. Still here. Somewhere close. Right, I am spellcaster. Thank you. Oh, wait. Cutscene. Me thanks, lad. Ugh, me head. Little bastard said he would give us the grand tour of Volda. Aye, it's been grand, all right. Please, he took me mate further north. He was muttering something about Moondrip. Harris, what has befallen? Since the presence of Voidsent, it appears you have things well in hand. Mormo is in Moondrip, fitting place for the battle to come. It's time to finish this, my brothers. Okabusi will be a slave to that fiend no longer. Okay. Now we go. And into another solo instance. Been a lot of these today. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. The bargaining proceeds smoothly, and the Voidsent feasts on my proffered mana, and she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo is fully present within this realm, that is when you unleash the seething power of the Abyss. Though after lecturing for so long on how a Thamaturge should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such direct conflict is the correct path. Harris, in your experience, what do you consider to be a Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Introspection. Yes, indeed. It is perhaps only by looking within that we may find the answers we seek. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. Let's go. Enough, Mormo. Well, well. It isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers. I thought you'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing that I'd just disappear. Come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form. But how much time do you intend to waste feeding on these lesser mages? Compared to these stripling sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is as a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I am sure you think me a coward, but that is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobushi returned to us unharmed. We're wise to acquiesce, Mage. It's like I'm fucking out of here. At last, long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles is in order. Oh no you don't, Voidsent. We won't let you leave here alive. You guys are shaking in their boots. And hiding behind me. So you risk your lives in a valiant rescue attempt? You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the aether from your very marrow. And let the fight begin. Come on. There we go. Vigo the Craven. Way to move, fellas. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Now's the time to bust out the AoE. That's one down. Wait. Percent. 1%.
2, 1.
3%. There we go.
Have a nice day. Thanks.
Thank you. Duty complete. Yay. Victory is ours. Ormo is dead. What? Where am I? Thank Thal you're awake. Gokobuki! Gokobushi has returned to us. Sibling has yet to stir from his somnolent stupor. Spooky? His etheric channels have contracted. They're barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for ether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. A mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it just might be enough. Lug. Takes an action to feed him a potion. See, the battle ended, as I expected. You did it, Kokobushi! Your alchemy saved him! We would not have prevailed without you, Harris. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray made us say that we might properly express our gratitude. Yay! The Thamaturge Guild! Thank you, Harris. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which thaumaturgy is capable. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. I thought Thal himself had his fingers at my throat. The sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Kokobushi, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. Harris, you have exceeded all my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I shall impart to you one of the Guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It is a defensive weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. I'm sure you can understand why we do not teach the secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you have experienced the deadliest threats and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I am certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Woo!
Hey, that is finished.
Action learned, Mana Ward.
Yay!
Achievement unlocked, Tales of Magic.
Yep.
5. Alrighty. Level 30, Black Mage Introduction Quest. Taking the Black. Harris, I've been waiting for you, in a way. Please let me explain. You know the Marasaja Pit? It is a prison here in Ul'dah. In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Nald'thal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a life sentence. But he knew of you by name, Harris. He maintains the traitors demand you win the Gem of Shitoto in exchange for his release. A farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a cell-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. but I fear the only way to be sure is to free him of the pit. The prisoner's name is Kukuruka Tataruka, and as if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styles himself a black mage. Such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Does the senile charlatan think he will fool such rubbish? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Nalthal, so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I am still no believer, you have come, as he said you would. Let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be that you were an agent of fate, or perhaps you were merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to Highbridge in eastern Thanalan, seek out the planar fissure, rift between this world and the next. Kill whatever beasts might be lurking there, and water the earth with their blood. According to our jailed mummer, doing so will give rise to the Gem of Shatoda. The gem is no more than a pretty stone often mentioned in bedtime stories and the tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. Back to Camp Drybone. Tend to go there a lot, I see.
Yeah.
Right here. Another one. Thamaturge, hear me. Put up your weapon, friend. Kazak Cha means you no harm. You are the one of whom Kukuruka's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earthen vein, was it not? Then you have earned this gem of Shatodo. Take it. You will know what to do with it when the time comes. With this, my part is done. Farewell, for now. Like, here, have a rock.
Have a rock.
Literally. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood, but it will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me you are an agent of divine will. Take it yours was an eventful journey? Yeah, I got this rock. Gasp. It is exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be the gem of Shatoto? 12 be good, I can feel the magic pulsing within it. Tales tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Nalthal are entrusted with the keeping of the gem. It's beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. You must assist me, Harris. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. We'll call an emergency council of the Order. Please wait here. Why, hello there. That will not be necessary. Kukuruka, what are you doing here? How have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool. Master has passed a century in meditation communing with Nalthal. We'll address him with the proper respect. The jailers of the Marasaja pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again? Will I speak is that of Nalthal himself. True criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. Mummer's farce will bring disaster to us all. The cause of the disaster to come will be no words of mine, of that be sure. Nalthal spoke unto me, by his own declarations, the seal on the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none but he who bears the gem of Shatoto. That would be me. Speak of you, Harris Elish. The gem you hold is the mark of a Mage of the Black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. Wait, you can't... I mean, you don't have the right to... I can't just let this happen. Silence, you Silence, you hollow-pated prig. Those who do not listen shall not be heard. Take for yourself the title of the Thamaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the existence of another world rife with shadow and monstrosity, the Void. As the power of the Void waxes, the barrier between it and our own world wanes. Eventually the barrier will falter, and the Void Gate will open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Mage. The Gem of Shatoto is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you already possess the first key required to see the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, for it permeates mind and body, and colors every fiber of your being dark as pitch. Visit Milvaneth Sacrarium, and there hears the word... Visit Milvaneth Sacrarium, and there hear the words of Lilai. Well, that just rustled her jimmies. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it destroy that which would destroy you. Oh, now I know what the Thamaturge symbol is. Okay. So I need to go is right outside the miners.
Yeah, something like that. I know it's in between two of the spots, so.
Yeah, between Miner and Weaver, so either one is fine with me.
Yep.
This is also the Blue Mage spot.
Yep.
Master is meditating in his chambers, for Nalthal always speaks and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your path, but you must walk alone yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you.
Hey, quest complete.
Woo! Black Mage unlocked.
Yay.
Gemma Shitoto imbues you with dark knowledge. Mana font.
Morty. Gotta destroy the void, Morty.
Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, the void can't be destroyed.
Yeah.
So literally nothing. Alright. You recording? Good. 5. Okay. Recording Black Mage Quest, level 35. You'll never go back. Since the black magic within you has grown stronger, Harris, you have earned the right of my audience. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers, but then your adventurers were ever want to embrace the new. You are now ready to set forth on your journey, to find the keys required to seal the Void Gate. Hear me well, for mine are Master's own words, and his those of Nalthal himself. The next key requires the blood sacrifice. Travel to the Sagoli Desert in southern Thanalan. Slay what fiends emerge from the planar fissure there, and slake the land's thirst with their lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of earth, and thence serve to notify our friends in the wastelands that the time has come. Complete the task before you, and the Black Mage testimony you carry will shine full with a new light. Light to envelop and absorb evil. Light to show you destruction and guide you to righteousness. This light is the key. Take it into you where it will forever burn bright. That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do? Yep, we're going to southern Thanalan. Is that the Sagoli Desert? I should go a little further south than that. That is the wrong button. Fucking damn it. Could have the third one just be shared among all my jobs? Make things so much easier. Alright, here we go. Boop. Yeah, these guys ain't gonna bother me. Planar fissure. First, get the AoE dots. Now, explosion the crap out of them. Boop. Transpose. And zappies while I'm at it. And boop. Let's cast the correct spell, please. Thank you. And one more. Kaboom. Got this old ass gear. Ifrit's Rod. Fitting. I probably took longer than it should have. All right. Back to Ulda. See. It's roughly in the same spot as the Blue Mage stuff. Which is kind of fitting when you consider... Both are kind of considered Hui in-game. Although Blue Magic somehow less so. It is done then. The blackness you have awoken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed, Harris. Pray be patient. Continue to practice your mastery of the arcane, and come to me once more when the dark art is as much you as you it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bam, bam. Okay. Ooh, Blizzard 3. Black Mage Quest Level 40, International Relations. Harris, I see in your eyes the look of a man prepared to take on the daunting responsibilities of the Black Mage. There are few who know of our existence, even among those versed in the ways of magic, who will not even find mention of us in all but the most esoteric of texts. Yet the secret of our dark art lies encrypted here, within the forbidden library of the Sacrarium. Master himself deciphered and read the text some 100 years past, said the first of our kind, or the favorite of Nalthal, and it was he who entrusted them with the duty of sealing the Void Gate. But as you well know, the power of black magic lies in its great potential for destruction. Slightest errancy in its seasons may give rise to the most tragic of disasters. The disappearance of the Black Mages from Eorzea, Master says only, we must not repeat the errors of the past. Harris, Master has made known to me what it is you must next do. Listen to his words now, with all your being. The land has drunk deep of the blood you spilled, and by this act 3 souls of 3 races to Thanalan have come. Fires of our order once burned black and full, yet long ago they were left to wane and very nearly die. These 3 souls are the keepers of the embers that remain, of all that we now are. In the hands of one who will usher our return, the gem of Shatoto, testimony of our creed, will shine with new light. By that light, the 3 keepers will be made your allies. An Amalja by the name of Kazak Cha awaits at Burgundy Falls in east of Thanalan. Go to him. That is all. Feel not on the fact that the Amalja are the sworn enemies of Ulda. It is not your place to question Master's will, for it is the will of Nalthal himself. Go forth, Black Mage, and see the Void Gate sealed. Alright. Need to make an adjustment on something quick. Where's my there it is. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. I gotta get something else to cover up the chat with. Something a little more stylish. Right, Eastern Thanalan. Camp Drybone. Fitting because we're going forward and back. Ah, right. We gotta go inside the tunnel. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Welcome, Hrothgar, chosen of Kukuruka and the bearer of the Gem of Shitoto. By the gem's power do our paths cross once more. At last the time spoken of in the prophecy has come, and yet I know nothing of he who would guide us. Come, tell me your name. Harris Elish. I am Kazak Cha, a sorcerer of the Amaldra. As were my forebears, I am the fourth of my line to walk this path, which brings me now to this land. As you well know, my kind bear the scorn of the old Ons. It is for that reason that I must remain here, far from the city walls. Great power this one has, but enough is it. Scrack! Kazak Cha is terrifying to behold. Yes, but he is both wise and kind. Good, warm, kind. These are my brethren in the Black, Harris. Now they are yours as well. Before you stand the Ixol, Dozal Melak, and the 269th Order Medicant of the Kobolds, Daza. You have fed the ethereal currents with the blood of fiends. That the gem of Shitoto radiates as it does in your presence is proof of your deeds, and a sign of what must yet be done. It falls to me to bear witness to your awakening, to pass on to you the knowledge entrusted to me. Know that you must face death before your purpose can be fulfilled. It is to the Silent King in Western Thanalan that you must next journey. There too lies a planar fissure, and there too must you slake the land's thirst with the blood of the fiends which surge forth from it. Fear not, each of us shall journey to the Silent King, and there convene once more. Seek out first the Ixol Dozal Melak, where your path is destined to first cross with his. When the deed before you is done, the gem of Shitoto shall shine with new brilliance. Alright. Over to Horizon. You know, funny thing is I've been talking with some of my FC members about maybe doing, like, Final Fantasy XIV, Dungeons and Dragons. And, like, the more I think about it, the more I dread doing, like, kobolds and sylphs and shit. Like, sylphs especially, I've read enough of their lines that I want them all to just up and fucking die. Hello. To close the planar fissure, strong black magic you need. You close, then come to Dozal Melak once more. Scrap! Okie dokie. Alright. Now we're talking. I didn't even get the chance to fire through him. Oh, right. Gotta do the thing with the thing. There we go. Alright, did it. Alright. As like Chuck spoke true. Like is strung in Harris. You go now. Go see Daza. Now the little kobold. Hello. Here lies the planar fissure. Rift, tear, fissure. Use the power within you to seal it. Wow, there sure are a lot around here, aren't there? Oh, shoot. What I meant to push, but okay. Yeah, should probably just hide that all together. All right, gotta do the thing with the thing. There we go. It is as Kazak Cha foretold. You are chosen, Harris. You must return to him now. Yes, yes, return and tell Kazak Cha that deed is done. End it. Over. Done. Hello. You have done well, Harris, as I knew you would. Come, it's now time to return to Burgundy Falls. All right, back to Drybone. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Where's that fucking tunnel? There it is. So weird to be able to frickin' fly in these areas. Like, it's useful, but it's weird. Hi. Harris Elish of the Black, you return to me victorious. Gem of Shitoto burns bright. You are indeed the heir to a dark and ancient power. As Kukuruka foretold, I am reminded of a prophecy my great-grandfather uttered long ago. Four magi meet in a barren land, black powers of Eld woven by their hand, shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. The black powers of Eld require no explanation, and I know that wickedness refers to the evil birthed by the void. That the seal holding the void gate shut will falter and fail is beyond doubt. Yet your deeds speak of determination and ability, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all of you that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge kept by my line. Here and now I speak an oath to discard old grudges. By our power combined, the void gate will be sealed anew. You have brought this old Amalgid much happiness. If you believe the words of my great-grandfather, he was mocked and ridiculed, and worse, ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy, he spoke. Harris, the dark magic coursing through you shares a deep bond with the Void Gate. Should that portal be cast open, you will come to great peril. Temper yourself in both mind and body. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me out once more. Then and only then will I speak to you of your next task. Yay, Blizzard 3. Bing, bing, bing. Whee! All right. 1 second. Okay. Black Mage quest level 45. Void Gate breathes gloomy. Harris, it is well you are here. My colleagues Dozal Melak and Daza would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. Is it just me, or do these level 45 quests always seem to be two-parters? To close Void Gate, strong black magic you need. Ready for a test, are you? Are you ready? Yes. Very good. Squawk! You have sharp sense like Dozal. Noticed, have you? Your aura, strangeness it has. Now the Void Gate, gloom it makes, like black breath. Gloom drawn to black magic, drawn to you, like moth to flame. Black magic it seeks to corrupt and make own. Losing strength, seal is. Black magic and Void Gate share bond. Very deep, but must not be for too long, else other side may betake you. Squawk! No fear yet. Still weak, gloom is. Time you have. Strong Harris find next key. Teach you Dozal will. What must do? God fucking kill me. Many black mages there were, long ago. One more powerful than rest. Very powerful. Epic even. Epic black mage. Black magic too powerful. Too dangerous. Wrong hands must not have. Know this he did. Ciphered spells, hid secrets. Dark way passed to few. Very few. And his name was Yoshi P. Teaching writings spread over realm. Lost to time they were. Forgotten. One carved in stone. Stone of mossy pillar. Pillar and south shroud. Squawk! Chosen Harris is chosen. Unleash black power of this black magic you can. Key it is. Key to end of gloom. Knowledge of my line this is. Passed to Dozal from mother. From mother of mother. From mother of mother of mother. 4 hatchings past. Strong mage she was. Epic even. Epic mage. Great love for dark art. More than anything. Joined with Lizardmen to learn all. And betrayer she was. Chased from village. Squawk! Her words Dozal keeps. Teach to strong Harris now. Yep. Seen that one already. Good words, deep words. Bring Dozal here, they did. To pass on. Not Dozal alone. Others come too. Other mages. Birdman, Lizardman, no matter. I'll wait for strong Harris. Strong mind you have, and heart. Help you Dozal will. Go to Gradania you must, to Earth's gift. Here pillar lurking beasts there are. Slay them you must. No need fear, beast. Strong Harris is strong. Dazar, squawk! I too am here to lend you my aid. Help, hand, aid. What danger for Dozal? For Ixal, whalers wait. Wait with sharp spears. Go in place of Dozal, Dazar will. Decided it is. Go now you will. Squawk! I hate myself. Let's go. Oh, it was a mistake to do this tonight. Okay. Over there. Brain, why did you pick that voice for that fucking bird? Okay. Here we go. Fight time. Stone pillar covered in moss rises here. Gem of Shitoto shines bright, revealing an inscription in the stone. As you approach it, you hear a voice ring out. By the gem thou bearest shall the great and dark power of Eld be bestowed upon thee. But those who seek this power must first prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that would be thine undoing cometh. Stay the gloom's encroach by thy hand. Only then shall the umbral wisdom of the ages be gifted unto thee. All right, let's go. There it is. 3 of them. 4 of them. That voice spoke true. Look, the gloom gathers, Harris. Since there are fiends of evil about, nearby, close, about. Alright, let's kick some ass. Gloom will change into great horrors if left unchecked. You must stop it with your black magic. Ah, fuck. Okay, good news, I got 2 of them. Also good news, they're not doing much to me. Whereas I'm doing a lot to them. Fuck. That it? Oh, no, it's not. Or to have my full rotation and it's messing me up. Fuck. I'm like just shy of one-shotting these things. All right, come on. AoE. AoE dots, I mean. All right. Give them the all burn and 8. Come on. Oh, hey, got him. Hell yeah. Mossy Pillar imbues you with an ancient knowledge. Yay. Well fought. The gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let us return to Burgundy Falls. Yes, yes, Dozal Melloc awaits us. You, me, us. What the fuck? You just heard some poor bastard take fall damage. Oh, look, the moon. There's a tunnel. Secret tunnel! Oh, he's right outside. Gone from you, Gloom is. Were you for nothing, Dozals did. Scrack! Now go see Kazakcha, you must. Awaiting you he is. Funny joke. The gods are good to see you return unharmed. Gloom which threatened to taint this world does so no more. I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power. Wield it well, Harris of the Black. Make it a tool for our ends. Do that, and as the prophecy speaks, the way to light shall be lit by dark before you. Bing, bing, bing. Woo! Thunder 3. What I thought. 4, 5. Alright, Black Mage, quest level 45. The blood must flow. Insert Dune into the list of things this game references. Harris of the Black, our brother Dazah has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive. I admit I probably shouldn't be doing voices right now, but whatever. You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood, forest, shroud. Yes, you have done very well. Very, very well. You are truly the Black Mage foretold by legend, oracle, prophecy, legend. Such a legend of my people that brought me to this Thanalin. Such is what legends do. Blah, blah, blah. You've heard these words before. Yes, here I found Kazakcha and Dozal Melok. The words that brought us to Thanalin are the same. Equal, identical, same. It was 100 years ago that a kobold first deciphered the legend. Decrypted, decoded, deciphered. The great mage who did it was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu. Yes, my very own. But he broke kobold law. The first patriarch must never leave Ogamoro. No, never. But leave he did. He set out from the Nosha to pursue this legend. For that he was named traitor. Betrayer, turncloak, traitor. None were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, not a single kobold soul. They ignored his words, but when at first I heard them, I felt strange. Peculiar, odd, strange. I felt I must do something. I could not simply be idle. I too left Lenosha, just as Dagu before me. Yes, and I have come here to Thanalin. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kazakcha, Dozal Melok, and myself are true. You have appeared. That is no coincidence. No, none at all. I am a kobold. Yes, I am, and we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you where I can. Dagu left behind many things when he left. Yes, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family thought it rubbish. Dross, refuse, rubbish. Surface had many scratches, you see. Yes, many. But I sense in it a great power. Here, it may give some... Your gem! The light! It is illuminating the tablet. Scratches are growing? Mighty Titan, those are no scratches? No, not scratches at all. They are carvings, words. Know thee, brave keeper of Chatodo's light, as these very words wax plain to thy sight. Seal what was cast doth shudder and sigh, and the void gates dread sundering draw nigh. To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needest great garb to stay any doom. To the sacred where thy thoughts must now tend, and to thy black command darkness shall bend. This tablet is more important than I ever imagined. Yes, much more. It seems to say one who would close the void gate must first find the sacred garb. Gear, armor, garb. And the names of places are written here as well. Yes, these 4 places I know. You would do well to set out and gather the first 3 relics. Legend speaks of this. It holds that an offering of blood must be given to the planar fissures, the blood of those who've lived life steeped in the black. Only then can the relics be won. Here, take with you an offering of my blood, Harris. Need Dozal's blood too, you do. Take quick, scrack, before change mind. And here is mine. Mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. There are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Yes, very careful. Right. 1 second. Now we gotta go to the, beast tribe areas. Alright, let's start with the closest one. I'm teleporting. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, hey, let me grab a drink while I'm teleporting. And the PS5 just like, oh, hey, you're here already. Hello, Ninja Man. No, I think you're a paladin. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many of you saw the Final Fantasy VII Remake stream I did the other night. But we're done with the main story now. Yay! And the next time I actually do one, here it is. I'll be starting the Yuffie stuff, which is cool because I'll be going in blind because I haven't actually played it before. All right. Yay, no fight. Fuck.
Had to open my mouth. Hey, locking ground. I believe that's North Shroud. Roar, Writhe, Rage! Fuck. Get away from me! Get away from me! Thank you. Boop. And Ogamoro. Let's see. That's outer Lenosha. Thank God it's outside the thing. I'm just gonna wait for his thing to wear off. All right. Back to the tunnel. Hello, I am back. I have awaited your return, Harris. I've learned where it is that the fourth relic of our forebears rests. The land known as Thal's Respite. There too lies a planar fissure into which the blood of the fiends' births must be poured. That is nearby. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Hello. Come on. Ooh, big man. There we go. 3 waves that time. Woo! Back to the tunnel. First 4 relics are now in your keeping, but the final piece remains, and our efforts to learn where it rests have been to no avail. The dark which empowers at times obscures, such is its nature. Dazat claims his tablet names the Solace of the Gods as the location we seek, but none among us have ever heard tell of such a name. When a power worthy to relic's claim takes root in one of righteous end and name, the Solace of the Gods will be made known, and the last seed of the Black Mage be sown. Dazat insists that his reading is correct, and both Dazal Melak and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words that you might see your quest to its end. The day of the Void's opening shall come. Till then, Harris, I ask only that you continue to walk the path of the Black. Alrighty. Black Mage Quest level 50. Always bet on black. You have gathered the first 4 artifacts, Harris. That is no small feat. Yet I fear little time remains. The tablet of Dazaz's great ancestors be believed there is yet one more. Tempting to seal the Void Gate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the Solace of the Gods continues. I've gone through all the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. Put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of destruction will be awoken in that most sacred of places. Power of destruction is black magic, of course, but as to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I'm at a loss. Believe that Dazaz and Dozal Melak's ancestors might know more? To be sure, they were witness to the same events, and it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. Could be mere coincidence, but no, I do not think that likely. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue to search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the Solace of the Gods and the final relic will be made known in time. Yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dozal Melak and Dazah understand this urgency, and have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into the matter. And now, to your next task, you must return to he who first bound our 4 fates together. Prophet Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. Back to Ul'dah. Boop. Bop, bop, doo, bop. Hello. Please, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. That man is no messenger of Nalthal. He's a miscreant and a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. None had seen him for days. I become worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within, I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years past, he conspired with Magi from the Beast Tribes to summon a creature known as Barbados, a monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the Order of Nalthal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbados could emerge. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasaja pit for his crime, where he was to rot until his last breath. The Order was loath to let word of this spread, fearing others might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed. So they left no record of the plot, save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those to whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black, 4 artifacts of Eld, the blood of 4 races, By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be woken from the Void Gate. Harris, black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate. It is the key to opening it. Ukuruka used us to revive this dark art, and now means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, Harris, you must stop him before it is too late. Hurry to Null's reflection in southern Thanalan. Just go with my usual. Here I come to save the day on my unicorn. All right, here I am. Like you lying bastard. Not even a word. Just straight into the fight. Switch. Under 3 on you. Come on. Right. And switch. I said switch. Yeah, this dude can take a beating. Come on. One more. Woo! You deceived us all, you have. Squawk! Pay you will. You were one of Hetali Melok's yet, are you not? Mother of mother of mother. Her name you know? And you, Malja. Yes, you are of the line of Kazib Cha. I can see it. And Kobold. Through your veins courses the blood of Dagu, does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage Harris. Splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbados as you have. No doubt you are all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies, I discovered ancient writings which told of a black magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. It was innocent at first, until it wasn't. Then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? So I probed, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, deference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed. And what little progress did come came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Shitoto, the power to sense magic, the relics, all of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned into leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib Cha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analysis of worldly phenomena. Hetali Melok, named a pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudices of the Ixal. Dagu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did, much and more. Imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believed would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant. Foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic ether washed over my friends, ripping them apart, only to fuse them together into an abomination. No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes, when I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all of my strength to see Barbados sealed behind the Void Gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the ether, and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Ul'dah, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasaja pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the ether of those three friends with whom I once shared a dream. Do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No words Dozal has. Squawk! Only squawk? I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have strength enough to offer it. Fifth artifact. Yes, the fifth. Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Null's reflection, as most do. Truly remarkable, Harris. You have succeeded where a great many mages have failed. Mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past aright. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Then he go bye-bye. And it is over. Finished. Ended. Over. We did all we could, and the souls of Kukuruka and the others have been saved. The legends carried on by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you friend, Harris. Brethren, brother, friend. Now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, you are a true mage of the black now. Pray grace we kobolds in Lenosha with your presence someday. Century-old plan this was. Fulfilled his purpose, Kukuruka did. Mother of mother. Forgiven Kukuruka she has. Squawk! Think so, Dozal does. Finished this story is. Had much fun, Dozal did. Like mother of mother. Grand fun she had, too, Dozal hopes. Farewell, Harris. Meet again someday, Dozal hopes. Quack! To think, Kukuruka carried that anguish 100 long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. Just to let the mood sink in a little bit. Things have come to an end, it would seem, both the threads which bound us all and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things, these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here, at the same Burgundy Falls. We've spoken much here since then, but I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Dozal Melek, Daza, and you, Harris Elish. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I too now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true Black Mage, my friend. More than that, a true friend, Black Mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying, in shadow or light, by day or night. This concludes the Black Mage quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Blah, blah, blah. Get to Heavensward, lazy ass.
To all